I welcome everyone in the afternoon session of the Faculty Development Program. Today we have among us Yashodhara Raj. She is Chief Psychological Counselor and Senior Manager OD at Sharda University. A results-oriented professional with over 17 years of experience in L&D, counseling, human resource management, talent acquisition, budget preparation, compensation and benefit, competency mapping, trainings and operations, an organizational psychology consultant and corporate trainer specializing in designing, developing, and delivering successful training programs. She is an international NLP master practitioner from National Federation of Neuro-Linguistic Program, Florida, psychometric assessor, psychotherapist, and corporate behavioral trainer. Let's welcome ma'am, and I request ma'am to take over. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Harpreet, ma'am, for sharing my credentials amongst all of you. And good afternoon, everyone. As Harpreet has already shared that, yes, having 17 years plus experience, a mixed experience, not only for in HR, but yes, for learning and development. And apart from that, I'm a psychotherapist. So it's a blended combination. And I'm thankful to Professor Kulshrestha and Huma ma'am for giving me an opportunity to come and share some of the glimpses and the work that I had been doing in the field of stress management. That's my forte. Even my PhD is also going on in stress only. So got an opportunity. Thank you so much. And before we start, ये आप देख रहे होंगे चिंता से चिंतन तक. Am I audible? Hello? Ma'am, am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, ma'am, you are audible.
या सो चिंता से चिंतन तक इसलिए किया, हर एक के अंदर चिंताएं हैं, हम सबके अंदर कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ चिंता रहेगी ही. The only person who doesn't have chinta is a dead man. So it is good if you are having stress altogether. Now, the portion that we are looking forward is that what all we have to do in this 1 hour, and especially when the topic says stress at this pandemic situation. So yes, pandemic situation is there already. हम इतने महीनों से हम या हमारे परिवार वाले कम से कम 5 महीने हो गए हैं, सब लोग घर के अंदर है. वर्क फ्रॉम होम कॉन्सेप्ट हैज बिकम डबल द वर्क फ्रॉम होम. And it's not with you, it's not with them, it's not with me, it's everywhere. It's a global scenario. So somewhere or the other एक stress तो develop होता ही जा रहा है. तो आज हम बात करेंगे, we are going to talk about, I hope Hindi and English both languages comfortable, or should I go only in English? Please just raise your hand. Hindi is comfortable, you can raise your hand like this. Yeah. Harpreet ma'am, shall I continue? Okay, thank you Bhanuji. Thank you. Okay, okay. So yes, I have got some go ahead that okay, Hindi is equally preferable. तो बात करेंगे हम ये कि पहली चीज, ये चिंता है क्या सबको पता है. आज की डेट में we all are aware. I'm thankful to Google Devta that yes, everyone is aware what is stress and I am under stress. But generally people use the word stress to depression. So please, for God's sake, stop using the word depression. I'm depressed. Whenever even the youngsters or the old people, मैं बहुत depressed हो रहा हूँ. So that is not depression. That could be stress. You are overloaded or overpiled with stress. So today we are going to talk about what are the causes and indicators. How does stress impact our body? So I have divided the body into parts where I'll be sharing up what will be the way forward. राइट. सो ऑफकोर्स सबसे अंत में होता है कि यार वे फॉरवर्ड पता चल जाए और बाकी ठीक है हम कर लेंगे. पर उसके पहले मैं चाहूंगी कि थोड़ा सा हम ध्यान दें कि होता क्या है हमारी बॉडी में. प्रगति जी, इफ यू कैन स्विच ऑन टू नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. आई एम ट्राइंग इट, इट्स नॉट हैपनिंग फ्रॉम माय एंड. do you expect? Expectation यही है कि भाई स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट का प्रोग्राम किया है एंड जल्दी से स्ट्रेस खत्म हो जाए. बट बिलीव मी, nobody if anybody claims that मैं आज एक वर्कशॉप कर रही हूँ, आपका स्ट्रेस जी बिल्कुल खत्म कर दूंगी, सो आई एम सॉरी, that's not possible. I can only prescribe you the methods. करना आप ही को है. जैसे कि डॉक्टर भी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देता है मेडिसिन का, खाना आपके ऊपर है. अगर आप रेगुलरली खाएंगे, अगर आप रेगुलरली कोई भी प्रोसेस में, कई सारी टेक्निक्स बताऊंगी, उसमें से कोई भी टेक्निक अगर आप फॉलो कर लेंगे तो आपका स्ट्रेस जो है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग इट विल बी 100% गॉन, मींस अगेन यू आर गोइंग टू द another state or another world altogether, but yes, certainly it will help you to reduce and to perform in a better manner. So how we are going to diagnose what is our stress level right now, which part of the body the stress is more, how I can balance the life, which part of my entire life the stress is moving, we all are going to work upon it. So I'm moving further. Pragati ji, next slide please. So mostly what happens is, coming to the conclusion, before conclusion, it is very important to understand that how we have to handle the stress. Next please. I'm sorry, but it's quite slow. So stress, what is stress? Let's try to understand. The very first thing is stress where demand is greater than the resource. जहां पर भी आपके शारीरिक, मानसिक, भावनात्मक, बिहेवियरल, इट कुड बी इमोशनल, किसी भी जगह आपकी डिमांड ज्यादा है और सप्लाई कम है, वहां पर स्ट्रेस होना स्वाभाविक है. Now little bit, I know nobody is interested into science, but just see which hormone is the major hormone that is impacting on us, that is cortisol. The stress amygdala जो है, मैं इसलिए करवा रही हूँ, ये चीज आपको बताना चाह रही हूँ कि कौन सा हार्मोन आपको सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्ट करता है. तो जब मैं आपको एक टेक्निक सिखाऊंगी जिसको कहते हैं विजुअलाइजेशन टेक्निक, दैट इज इन NLP, उसमें आपको समझ में आएगा कि कैसे हम इस कॉर्टिसोल को भी अपने वश में कर सकते. कहते हैं ना वशीकरण करना. वशीकरण कुछ नहीं है, आप अभी आपका दिमाग आपसे काम कराता है. अगर मेरा कंट्रोल अपने माइंड में होगा, सो हु वांट्स टू बी अ ड्राइवर एंड हु वांट्स टू बी ड्रिवन डाउन? आप ड्राइवर बनना चाहते हैं कि आप स्वयं किसी के द्वारा खींचे जाना चाहते हैं जिंदगी भर? सो इट इज ऑल अबाउट यू. So coming forward, moving forward, what we are going to do is just see how impact of stress on us. The impact of stress on us is in three manner. One is physical, one is mental, and the third is behavioral. Let's try and understand. और आप देखिएगा कौन सा सिम्टम आपकी बॉडी में ज्यादा लगता है. इसके लिए मैं जो बोलती जाऊंगी, मेरा बोलना अलग रहेगा. आप इस स्लाइड में देखिए कि कौन सी चीज आप पे ज्यादा आ रही है. पहला होता है फिजिकल. Physical stress is something which is internally you are having and it is not showcasted to others. For example, lot of people have most of the time, oh my god, headache, or heart BP बढ़ जाना suddenly, breathing problem, asthmatic, bronchitis, allergies होना, कॉफ एंड कोल्ड जल्दी होना कि भाई मेरी सेंसिटिव हूं, मैं बड़ा सेंसिटिव हूं जी, जैसे ही मौसम बदलता है मेरे को तो सर्दी हो ही जानी है. अच्छा, कोई दूर से छींक रहा है, मेरे को भाई तू दूर रहे यार, मेरे को बड़ी जल्दी कफ एंड कोल्ड होता है. It is not cough and cold. It is not about sensitivity. Sir and ma'am, try to understand. It is all about stress. Your immunity is getting weaker and weaker just because of stress. क्योंकि आपकी पूरी चीजें तो आपकी पूरा प्रेशर और ताकत तो आप स्ट्रेस से जूझने में लगा दे रहे हो. तो जो बॉडी में बाकी जो मिनरल्स, विटामिन्स है, वो सब एक ही पोर्शन पे लग जा रहे हैं. तो आपकी बॉडी जहां पर उसको फाइट करना है उस जगह वो खाली हो जा रही है. द अदर इज बिहेवियरल. अब जब धीमे धीमे फिजिकल में क्या होता है, सर दर्द हो रहा है, लो जी सैरिडॉन ले लो जी क्रोसिन हेडेक ले लो, डिस्प्रिन खा लो. और हम सब अपने में एक डॉक्टर होते हैं. एंड खास तौर पे यहाँ पर अगर हम बात करें इंडिया में, सब डॉक्टर्स भी हो जाते हैं बैठे बैठे, जनरल दवाइयां लेते लेते, और सब साइकोलॉजिस्ट भी होते हैं, सब काउंसलर्स होते हैं. So for that reason, let's try and understand the very basic thing that फिजिकल में हम फटाफट दवाई खा लेते हैं, एक्सटर्नल दवाई, अंदर गए, कुछ कुछ किया, केमिकल रिएक्शन हुआ, एंड वी आर फाइन इनफ. द अदर इज बिहेवियरल. Behavioral, when this behavioral stress starts coming, it start reflecting also on others. Like others are able to see also somewhere or the other little bit glimpse how you start increase smoking, which is observable. You start losing your stamina, insomnia होने लगेगा, नींद कम आ रही है, या हेवी एपेटाइट हो रही है, जल्दी खाना खाना, बहुत ज्यादा खाना खाना. कुछ लोग बहुत जल्दी 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 बोलते हैं. दैट इज अगेन अ स्ट्रेस related issue. That could be anything. At the back of the mind, we do not know how many functions this brain is, in this brain it occurs. But it is all about stress. Drinking syndrome, or या आपके natural sexual drive you're losing, you're not willing to go for. So it is all behavioral related. Then the third comes mental. Now, mental stress is all about when you start shrinking towards your own, you start getting on to the feeling of irritability, impatience, you shout, you scream, unnecessary. इतनी सी चीज को आपने एकदम havoc बना दिया चीजों को. या most of the time you feel that people are negative towards you, there is some type of association against me, and people are standing with red flag for me कि जब मौका मिले मुझ पे पलट के वार करेंगे. So when these type of thoughts start occurring, it start forming belief, pile of belief, बहुत सारी धारणाएं बन जाती हैं. तो वो चीज जो होती है वो मेंटल स्ट्रेस है. तो नेगेटिविटी आना, गलत जजमेंट दे जाना, ये कई बार अक्सर होता है, यार फोन नंबर, यार किसको फोन करना था भूल गई, या सडनली ओके अभी कुछ कहने वाले थे मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा है, या किसी का नाम किसी के बारे में चर्चा करें फिर एकदम से अरे यार कुछ और भी बोलना था, बिल्कुल ध्यान नहीं आ रहा है. सो दोस थिंग्स हैव स्टार्टेड इम्पैक्टिंग ऑन योर मेंटल लेवल. तो अब आप खुद समझिए कि फिजिकल से बिहेवियरल, बिहेवियरल से आप मेंटल पे आ गए हैं, तो कितनी चीजें इम्पैक्ट कर रही हैं आपकी पूरी बॉडी को, एंड हाउ मच कॉर्टिसोल is released, which is going to play a very very negative role in our body. तो इन तीनों में अगर आप देखें तो एक क्वेश्चनेयर है, which Pragati sir, can you just share the questionnaire with the participants please? Pragati sir, hello Mr. Pragati.
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
Yeah, do share this questionnaire. तो आपको ये questionnaire जो है, it's a verified questionnaire, and through this questionnaire you will be able to understand which part of your body is more affected because of stress, and which symptom is towards, like which part means either it is behavioral, either it is emotional, or either it is physiological, which side you start taking the stress in. So I can very well, okay. Pragati sir, can you show a glimpse of that Word document which I have sent you? तो ये आप लोग अपने आप कर सकते हैं. It is not a rocket science, and you can just go through this questionnaire once we are through, and any point of time we can discuss. Pragati sir, next slide please. उसके बाद अब हम समझते हैं positive stress और negative stress. Many a times you might have observed that when you are highly stressed, some people eat lot, they gulp, they start gulping many things. They don't know about nutrition, they don't know, they care a damn about anything. They are just fridge खोला और जल्दी से कुछ निकाला खा लिया, जल्दी से कुछ निकाला खा लिया, and you never come to understand that what is it that making you to eat, or that making arising your hunger. So that is somewhere stress is overburdening you, and probably there are few people who stop eating at all, तो वो नेगेटिव स्ट्रेस की तरफ जा रहे हैं. जो ऑप्टिमल स्ट्रेस शुरू में क्या होता है, अगर स्ट्रेस्ड है और अगर पॉजिटिव स्ट्रेस की तरफ है तो आपका ग्राफ धीमे धीमे, कुछ लोग एकदम जोश से लग जाते हैं, दिन रात पढ़ाई करते हैं एंड they perform properly, very nicely. And some people during the performance पीक पे जाता है एंड जैसे ही परफॉर्म किया उसके बाद नेक्स्ट डे अब मेरे से कोई काम नहीं हो रहा है. Might happen with all of you during your student days or right now who are student. Last day आप पढ़ाई करते हो, सब याद रह जाता है and after that what it becomes like, oh my god, I don't remember anything. But sometimes breakdown happens. You have prepared everything, but what happens at last minute when you're about to perform, you say, I don't know what happened, everything is lost from my mind. So that is again a positive stress that helps you to grow, and negative stress is that depletes your performance. Now what we are going to talk about, because of this positive and negative stress, we need to understand a very important thing. So can you shift to next slide, please? We need to understand the locus of control. Locus of control, there's another questionnaire which I have shared with all of you that shows, hello, Pragati sir? Hello, somebody else has joined, I believe. So, sir, can you show the slides, please? Pragati ji?
1 second, ma'am. I think there is some issue.
Okay. So, locus of control is something Mr. Pragati will be sharing the questionnaire of locus of control also with you. That will show whether you are impacted by others or there is least impact of external forces on you. One is my impact, I am impacted because of other forces. I'll say sir मैं बहुत demotivate होता हूँ क्योंकि सब लोग मुझे bully कर रहे हैं, या सर मुझे बहुत अजीब सा feel होता है, I'm not feeling comfortable in this atmosphere. One is, it's okay, atmosphere is atmosphere, it is who I have to control myself. I have to control my thoughts. And now the next question will come, how to do that? I'll be letting you know. Just hold on some patience so that we can understand the wear and tear about stress. So not going to probably the exact definition, because it is wear and tear of emotional pressure or emotionally when wear and tear happens. But what we try to understand is कि इन चीजों पे एक एक्सटर्नल फोकस ऑफ कंट्रोल होता है, एक इंटरनल होता है. क्या मैं एक बंधी हुई जो दीवार है उसको धक्का मारूंगी, क्या वो दीवार धक्का खा के अलग होगी? नहीं हो सकती है. रीजन, क्योंकि दीवार अपने में अडग है. तो इसी तरीके से क्या मेरी बॉडी इतनी स्ट्रांग है कि मैं एक्स्ट्रा जो इधर उधर से फैक्टर्स आ रहे हैं वो मुझे हिला रहे और मैं हिल रहा हूं? क्या मैं दूसरों को ब्लेम करता हूं हर चीज के लिए, क्या मैं खुद को ब्लेम करता हूं? अब खुद में ब्लेम करते करते पता चला आपका सेल्फ एस्टीम लो हो जा रहा है, और एक्सटर्नल करते करते आप भूल ही जाते, वास्तविकता में रहना ही भूल जाते. सो हाउ टू क्रिएट अ बैलेंस बिटवीन द two? Pragati sir, can you move to next slide, please? Next 2 slides. Either give me the control. Next. Next. Yeah, so this is locus of control where external and internal, I'll make the things happen. This happens because of me. So now being an adult people, you might be doing things happens because of me. I'm very sure, being an active person. For those who have that feature, try to be as honest as you can be so that we are self-aware. So very first thing about stress management is how much self-aware we are. So for that reason, next slide please. Pragati ji? Yeah. So for the reason about self-awareness, जब तक हम अपने आप में self-aware नहीं होंगे, stress management आप चाहे जितना अध्यात्म कर लें, चाहे आप जितना कुछ कर लें, वो कभी नहीं आ सकता है. तो सबसे पहले स्वयं को जानने की कोशिश करें. What type of behavior do you exhibit with others? Is that the same behavior do you exhibit within yourself also? It means kathni and karni. There are two different things. How you start behaving in front of others and actual reality, the core reality. How do you behave? What, I mean, ultimately, it's all about how do you start thinking, your thinking process grows. And for that, now, next slide, please. Now we need to understand the emotional temperature, the thermometer. Do we have फिजिकल बॉडी के लिए हम क्या करते हैं, एक थर्मामीटर ले लेते हैं जी, रिकॉर्डिंग कर देते हैं, और जहां रिकॉर्डिंग में 98 के ऊपर पहुंचा, 99 पहुंचा, हमने सीधे क्रोसिन खाई या डॉक्टर को कॉल लगाए, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन. बट ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड ये इमोशनल टेम्परेचर को अगर आप बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान से समझेंगे, सो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ स्ट्रेस कम्स. Now, just start seeing this entire chakra of emotions. There are more than 52 emotions, in which if you see this chakra, these emotions अंदर dark है और बाहर light है. If you start with any emotion, serenity, joy, ecstasy, serenity के बाद joy आया, उसके बाद ecstasy आया. Similarly, acceptance, trust, admiration. So जैसे जैसे आप अंदर आते जाते हैं, वैसे वैसे इमोशंस डार्क हो जाते हैं, मतलब और गहराई में आ जाते हैं. तो इसके लिए आपको एक सबसे जो दूसरा उपाय है वो मैं बताऊंगी कि आपको सबको अपना एक इमोशनल टेम्परेचर चेक करना होगा रेगुलरली, दैट हाउ मेनी टाइम्स योर कलर कॉन्स्ट्रेंट इज डीप और लाइट. How many times your color constraint is deep or light? Do you keep a record? What makes your color constraint so deep? How it makes your color constraint so deep? Is it because of external factors or is it because of internal factors? What exactly hampers you? अब दूसरा पोर्शन जो आता है इमोशनल में ही, वो आता है हमारी इमोशनल नीड्स की वजह से हमें स्ट्रेस हो सकता है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज.
Yashodhara ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt you. Many of the participants are unable to understand you in Hindi. So they are requesting if you can...
Sure.
Thank you
Okay,
so
no
much.
worries. Can we go back, Pragati sir? We go back? That was the reason I just checked whether they are comfortable. So the initial, Pragati sir, can we go a little back, please? Yes, a little more. I have shared a questionnaire with you all. The first questionnaire is about your stress level. What is your stress level? How your body responds towards stress. The one is emotional, the other is behavioral, and the third is physiological. Which type your body has formed a pattern, and according to that pattern, your body must have started responding to the stress like that way. Now, second questionnaire we need to understand is locus of control. Locus of control is all about whether I am impacted by other things or I'm impacted by my own things. Now, because of this locus of control, it is very important to understand in stress management, because how much the external resources for me are important than my internal resources. How much I am completely involved with others' feedback, and because of which every time I keep disturbing my own thoughts and my own body. So there is a questionnaire which will help you to understand what side of your pattern goes. So why I'm talking about understanding stress on your body, understanding your own self behavior, it is because so that until and unless you don't understand your own self, it is very difficult to understand stress. And how to come out of stress, that will be the most difficult thing. Next, please. So for that reason, we say stress occurs because of emotions. The emotions are up and down. The stress will definitely occur. Now, when the stress occurs, we need to understand what is our emotional temperature. Now, as we say in our body, we go with barometer to check, the thermometer is there to check our physical temperature. How many times have I given a thought for my emotional temperature? We shave, we put perfume, we put sunscreen, we put tanning cream, we put gel on our hair, we do, or we take bath, shower every day. But how many times did I undergone the mental health spa, mental spa? So how does stress occurs? We know, okay, stress has occurred because of this thing. If I'm that aware of myself, how many times I have kept a record of my emotional temperature, a regulatory portion in my body, that how many times I'm swayed away by emotions, either up or down. So try and understand this picture, which says that good emotions, be careful and stop. So any deep color, if you see these colors like pink, peach, yellow, all the colors in the outside of the petals, it's more of a lotus petal if you see. Outside the petal, the colors are lighter. That means you can carry away your emotions in this manner. But the moment you have to be very, very observant, how does this petal colors go deeper, deeper, deeper? If the petal color is helping you to grow, then please accept it. Keep an eye on the color. That if it is not helping you to grow, please reject it. Because the moment your petals are becoming darker and darker, you are sinking inside the ship. And once you are sinking in the drowning ship, it becomes difficult to come out of that. Even I always say we say enjoy the moment, but with a balance of emotions, because the more you enjoy and suddenly when the demand is higher and the resource is less, again the stress will occur. And a time will come when you are in the best of the mood, the relationship model or in any model, and suddenly it breaks down. So you need to understand how to figure out the very first thing is your emotional content. Next slide, please. Then comes the basic emotional needs. So we need to understand this is about self-awareness portion, and this is an exercise you can do right now with me. For example, basic emotional needs are, first is security, variety, importance, and love. We say these are the 4 basic emotional needs. Security means I want this to be done by myself. I believe there's more about I want to control. I want to take a hold on the other things. The other is variety. Oh, I just need one chance, and I just need a lot of things. I can't satisfy myself just going to one shop and picking the stuff and coming back. The third is importance. Oh, people should listen to me, what I'm saying. People should understand me. And the fourth is forget about everything. For me, relationship holds much more importance. So if I ask anyone can be a volunteer right now so that I can give a demo about, yeah? Harpreet ma'am, can you be the volunteer? Anybody?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, that is Harpreet ma'am. Okay, so
yes.
I'm giving a demo and you can just see which emotional need is lacking inside you, because of which is much more factor towards stress. It is an arrow towards stress. Now let's see. Harpreet ma'am, if I talk to you about security, we have to give one tally to each when you will be saying yes for, if you weigh security more than other 3. So ma'am, if I say, do you prefer security or variety?
Security.
Okay, so 1 tally to security. Somebody can note it down. 1 tally to security. Security or importance?
Security.
Okay, 2 tally to security. Security to love?
Security.
Okay, 3 tally to security. Fair enough. Similarly, can we switch on to next slide? I'm coming up. No, next slide, please. Just above slide. Yeah. Security 17. So slide number 17, please. Yeah. Now I give you variety. Harpreet ma'am, variety to security, which one you will rate? Harpreet ma'am,
Between the 2?
Variety and security, which one you will rate?
Like prioritize one above the other?
Yes. Which one you will do?
Security.
Okay, so 4 tally to security. Variety to importance.
Variety.
Okay, 1. Variety to love.
Love.
Okay, so 1 to importance and 1 to love. Variety is 0 right now. Then importance to security.
Security.
5. Importance to variety.
Variety.
Okay, 1 tally to variety. Importance to love.
Love.
Okay, 2 tally to love. Now love to security.
Security.
6 security. So it's very, very clear. And when I say love to variety.
Love.
3 tally. Love to importance.
Love.
4 tally. And just see, if you see, variety is almost negligible with 1 tally. And importance is a little bit, which can be said as balanced with 2 tallies. But if you see, that is also very low. So if I do the analysis part, what do you find? Because of security, you want to get control of the things. You have a very strong belief pattern. Your certainty about everything, that okay, I want. What is happening? You're unable to go out for a change. Variety is not about chance. Variety is about change also, where apprehension will come towards change. So you need to grow a little towards the variety portion, else the stress, every time your stress factor will come as a variety. You will be getting the feedback on a very open platform, or might be at a close, that start looking for some more happiness or emotional moments for these things also. Yeah, that's what happens with these are the emotional needs, where we need to understand that this what happens. I hope it is understandable to all of you. If you can just say nod of yes. So next slide, please, Rishuji. So you do this portion for yourself and prioritize and rank your needs. Until and unless you do not rank and you do not understand what is self-reflection, what is self, try and explore who am I, it is very difficult to understand the deep root cause of stress. Generally, the root cause of stress, what we think, is our thought processes or the external pressures. But it is not only those things. We need to understand reason behind reason, and behind reason, it is layers of things which form stress. It is not external thing that one layer and you will see stress and I want to remove. Can we move on to next slide, please? Now we need to understand, Rishuji, slide number 20, please. Now we need to understand how to come out of stress. Rishuji, before this, I have come up with a beautiful concept. Rishuji, slide 20. I don't know, this control is not in my hands, so I'm dependent upon Mr. Rishu. Slide 20, please. Yeah, so the second thing, the first thing was I asked you to examine your stress portion, how you come up with stress, whether it is behavioral, emotional, psychological, that is physical, psychological, or emotional, or behavioral. The second, I taught you about that understanding whether you are controlled by others or you controlled by your own self. The third portion is about your emotional thermometer, that you need to keep an eye upon your emotions every time, that it is a deep emotion or is it a lighter one, and on which emotion I should play every time. And the fourth one, when I taught you about the needs, the emotional needs, whether it is variety, importance, or is it security, or is it love. So it has to be in a balanced manner. Anytime any need is higher and the other needs are ignored, those needs will create stress, definitely. And this is scientifically proven. It is not my theory. It is based out of science only, and your responses towards it. Now I'll teach you a pattern of palm. Palm technique is used as a psychotherapeutic model to reduce your stress and emotional content. This palm says P, palm. This is the palm. P stands for pattern. Try to identify and explore your pattern. Pattern means if you start doing one thing in a similar manner, is it the same way you behave, or you try to cover all those responses in the similar manner? That is what is pattern. Because of this pattern, yes, Lalita ji, you have some question? Lalita ji, you have some question? Okay, no. She just raised the hand. Yeah, it's palm. So association is something related to how my pattern, I am associated, and my body and my mind is associated. Third is the language. What language I speak, not verbally, but inside, deep inside your heart. For example, if you are feeling low, just see your pattern, physical pattern. Physical, palm mein physical. Just observe your physique. Your shoulders might be drowned, your eyebrows might be low lying, or you might be putting your hands like this way, or you might be biting nails, or any physical, kahin na kahin, any point of time. The moment you are under stress, the very first thing comes by your body. Do you know even the body aroma changes when you are under stress? Very, very closely. If you are very, very sensitive, highly sensitive person, as a psychologist, we just come to know, okay, this person is deep under stress because the hormones released, the sweat glands are released, and lot of different aroma. You can make it out if you are very, very sensitive. So what is your physical body? How it starts behaving? How it is associated with your physical body, your behavior. Either it could be external, or it could be the very first thing reflects on your body. The second is language pattern. Now language pattern, किस तरीके की आप भाषा अंदर दिमाग में you start using, what type of language you start using inside your brain, how much positive that language is when you are under stress, and does it gives a meaning? Does it creates a meaning when you are under stress and you are speaking a negative language and your body is responding negative? Will it forms anything good for you? You say, how should I identify that I am moving towards deeper stress? Just try and stand in front of the mirror and it will speak the truth. The first thing is your body. And the moment you stand like this way and you see, find yourself that, okay, my body is shrinking or bending down towards the gravity more of, just try to sit straight for a couple of seconds, or if your lips are down, just smile. And instantly what you're doing is you're breaking the pattern. आप पैटर्न ब्रेक कर दोगे. जैसे ही आपने कुछ अलग हटके किया, उसका पैटर्न जो एक in a one form, the blood circulation is supplying and the other side is lesser, automatically the shift will happen and the blood will start circulating totally in your body. It of course flows in the entire parts of the body, but sometimes the pressure is higher on one side and on the other side is lower. So it is very, very important to change the pattern, the way we are working. Next slide, please, Rishuji. Pragati ji, next slide. Okay. Changing beliefs. Now, this is another that धारणाओं की वजह से भी many a times because of beliefs, stress occurs. Now, how does stress occurs? Why I said belief worksheet, you need to create a worksheet for yourself where you can just write down, first of all, what are those beliefs? For example, the belief was the cat has crossed the street where you are about to go. How many of you believe still? And how many of you just ignore? But think about a time when this thing used to occur. And many people's believe. Why people, married women start, the Hindu married women put bindi, put sindoor, put bichya. That's a belief. And I'm not saying run out of your belief. I respect those beliefs. But if you don't put, does it mean that you are not having a good feeling for your husband? Or don't you think good for your husband? So it is all about belief. But whether that belief is helping you to grow or not, that is up to you. It should not emotionally suppress you, because somewhere or the other, the moment you feel suppressed, this stress will occur. कहीं ना कहीं अगर आप अपने आप को दबा के रख रहे हैं तो स्ट्रेस होना ही होना है, इसको समझिए. And that is the reason when I said identify the belief and start challenging on those beliefs. If I do it like this way, how far this is good? If I don't agree wearing a sindoor, does it mean that I am going to get widow? I'm not saying go and try, because it might happen, because your belief could be very strong. Because the way you think, the language you speak, that becomes your action. But certainly some beliefs in terms of relationship, in terms of your performance, if you've started believing, you can challenge those beliefs. Please do challenge your beliefs and just try to see what is the logic behind, how it is formed. Okay, I formed one belief that one of my colleague is not liking me. How does that belief was formed? Because of certain things I have heard from 10 mouths, 10 different mouths, that they speak about me, this and this. And many a times this person has in fact not even left a single attempt to embarrass me in public. And I have formed a strong belief. Now what to do with this person? One is every time I have to be extra highly alert with this person. The other is let me ignore this person and move forward. And the third is let me sort out what made this person to think about me. I am there. Let me work upon my belief. Let me challenge this person that Baba, what is the thing that made you rift two of us apart? And can we have a better solution so that we do not get any opportunity to rip each other in public? So this is what is belief all about. Now, next slide, please, Rishuji. The most important portion is iske baad, Rishuji, 23rd slide, wheel of my life. Now just try to see, it's still self-exploratory phase I'm talking about. Wheel of my life, you see there are 8 spikes. One is fun and recreation. Second is career. Third is music or anything, money. Fourth is your personal development in terms of education. Fifth is your romantic life. Sixth is your family and friends. Seventh is your health. And eighth is your physical development, fun and recreation. So you can see the wheel, the circle is divided into 8 parts. If you start from 0 to each spike, har tili mein 0 to 10, if you start rating for yourself, where do you stand? 0 is for 0, negative, and 10 is good. Very good, excellent. Where do you rate yourself in each spike? Do it right now. And then try to connect all the spike dots to each other in a clockwise manner. For example, if I talk about Yashodhara in terms of career, I'll say 8, money, 8, education, 7.5, about romantic life, okay, 6, family and friends, 9, health, 5, physiological environment, okay, 8, fun and recreation, 7. And if I connect all the dots from career, I'll say, hello, I'll say 7. And if I connect each dot from career to my money to everything, just see where the spike is inclined. It is inclined towards health. I have rated myself 6. And I'm connecting the dot. The spike is, the wheel is not completely circular. It is inverted wheel. invert it from the side of health. So probably that is one of the major issue for which stress occurs in my mind. So you need to see from where does the stress occurs in your life. Please do observe. Next slide, please. I hope it is clear to all of you. Yeah? Can I get a nod, please? Yeah? Anybody? No nods? Is it clear? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Deepthi and others, 3 others. Okay, I'm getting a nod. Thank you, Ajit ji, Sonia ji, thank you so much. Next slide, please. Pragati ji. Pragati ji, next slide. Okay, thank you, Pridarshini ji. Yeah, self-management. इससे पहले वाली slide, please. So, next slide, 24th. Slide number 24. Next slide. Yeah, self-management, there are 3 more ways. One is to calm down, is personal survey. Personal survey is through emotional thermometer. And the other is journaling. Journaling, people who are very emotional type of people and you don't share it with everyone, start penning down. You might be doing. If you're not doing, start penning down your emotions. Next slide, please. And the third portion is rehearse, respond, as it has been said, try to respond rather than reacting. Seek to understand first, then to be understood, said by Stephen Covey. Seek to understand. दूसरों को समझने की पहले कोशिश करिए, ना कि समझाने की कि जी मैंने ऐसा किया. See, try to understand first what the other's perspective is and then try to give your perspective. Because the moment you start getting on to the perspective of only yours, what is happening is you are only thinking about yourself rather than thinking about anybody else. And that again causes, because the other person says, yeah, this person is not ready to listen to me, why should I listen to her? Happens. So these are the little bit ways. Now the major way where I want to take you all through. Rishu sir, can you get to the slide number? I'll just go directly. Can you take me to slide number 40, please? Sorry, 34. Slide number 34. Yeah. So now we need to understand the stress triggers. We have interpret your stress and take a curve burnout. So next slide, please, Rishuji. Rishuji, next slide. Yeah, what can you see in this? What can you see? Most of them, people have said 2 giraffes or 2 horses. Yeah, just see. And next, please. Next, please, sir. Rishiji, can you give me the stop the control and can you give me the access completely so that this can be played also? Rishu sir, can you play it? Can you play the slide, the video? Is it?
I have already played, ma'am.
Is it? It's not playing. I think it's not playing on your. Is it playing? No. 37th slide. Slide 37. No. It's not playing. Hello. Rishuji?
I played it, ma'am.
Okay. So if you see now this slide, when you are playing this, what is happening? It's coming like an elephant rather than 2 giraffes. What happened? This is all about perception. This is all about perception. Stress most of the time is about perception of how we think and our emotional content. To what extent we start thinking. The very next slide, please. Just come to slide 40. So we need to understand, I'm again coming up to the very first thing is focus upon your own self. Who am I? You need to focus upon how your body has started forming a pattern. Start coming up to a palm pattern. Start recording your emotional temperature. And then major portion, which I'm going to discuss as a way forward, is 4 dimensions of stress management. One is spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. Sir, next slide, please. Please come on. Can we be a little quick? The slides are really very slow. Okay. Next, can you come to, which one should I say? Hello. Yeah, Pragati ji. Can you come up directly to slide number? I would love to ask you to switch on to the slide number. Hello. Pragati ji, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Slide 41. One is forgiveness and the other is meditation. One is forgiveness and the other is meditation. These are the two basic ways we say that one must go out with the portion. Now coming up to meditation is a physical form and spiritual form. It involves your physique and of course your emotions, both the things. I mean, everything is involved. But if I talk about general emotional dimension of stress, you can go ahead with social support, your mood, your humor and laughter. People go to club, people visit the social support of the friends. So here laughing therapies are there where you can end up with laughing. Stress diary you can maintain. But when I talk about physical dimension of stress, one is exercise, the other is healthy food, and the most important is your breathing pattern. Rishu sir, if you can connect me to slide number 55, please. Rishu sir, slide number 55. And if you can mute others, please, because this is the most important slide which you need to, all of you have to pay attention, high attention. Yeah. Rishu sir, can you mute everyone at the background, please, because this requires a lot of attention. Pragati sir, can you just mute everyone? Am I audible? Mr. or Miss DG, please mute yourself.
I will do it.
Yeah, please. Mr. and Miss DG, please mute yourself.
Yes, Sodra ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Now I'm audible to all of you.
Yes.
So we need to understand the real meditation. Many of the people, the moment once upon a time when I was being told about meditation, I just said, what is this? That's so boring. And I never understood because nobody was there to teach me. Now, since I'm getting on to the Kundalini Jagrat and other things of spiritual portion, I'm there to share with you the deep portion of meditation. So do listen it very carefully. Probably few of you are aware of that we have 7 chakras in our body. These chakras actually helps our body to regulate. So now if I talk about the chakras, the very first chakra is Muladhara chakra. It is based towards the end of your genital, the connecting between the perineal gland. It is basically the end of your probably I'll say your glands for males as well as for females. The main Muladhara is the ekdam end, the moment you the shit area and the vaginal or the glands are there, the point, one point that is called Muladhara chakra, that is I am. It focuses on I am. Then Swadhisthana chakra is 4 fingers below your navel. So just start trying to focus upon these chakras, and I will tell you how to initiate or ignite these chakras that will help you to actually concentrate on your stress level, and many other things you can cure yourself. So Swadhisthana chakra is also called as sacral chakra, 4 fingers below your navel point. Above your 4 fingers, above your navel is Manipura chakra. Manipura chakra, Swadhisthana chakra is basically its of sense of self, pleasure, or emotional portion is connected to Swadhisthana chakra. So many people say when I am very emotional, people utilize me or they just use and throw me. Somewhere or the other, your Swadhisthana chakra is not balanced. The third is Manipura chakra, which is 4 fingers above your navel, right at the center. If you can see, the color is yellow. Manipura chakra is about your health. It is more about your health. Many people have, portions related to the stomach, sometimes acidity, burning sensation, gastroenteritis, everything is related to your Manipura chakra. Then comes Anahata chakra, that is your heart. The heart chakra, of course, if it is a relationship model is somewhere or the other weak, or you try your best and people just utilize you, that is your emotional content when it comes to, that is your Anahata chakra. Vishuddha chakra is towards the throat. Throat, if you see Vishuddha chakra, the throat related, thyroid related, or anything related, people who have very, very strong voice like Amitabh Bachchan, he has worked upon his Vishuddha chakra. Then come Anja chakra, that is here, the eyebrow portion, the center portion. And the topmost, this portion is Sahasrara crown, that is Sahasrara chakra, that is completely towards the spirituality, thoughts and everything. The main portion which I want to tell you all about, most of the time we all sit like this and we say Om. That is absolutely wrong. Why? When we talk about chakras, that's your way, you can do it, but try and understand each chakra has a different Bij mantra. Har chakra ka Bij mantra is different. So you need to understand what is the Bij mantra of each chakra, and if you are in a position to just say a Bij mantra and focus upon chakra, that will be your actual meditation. For that, you require a lot of practice. You can practice with me any point of time people wish. Yes, but right now, let's focus upon next slide, Pragati ji, which is very important. Next slide, please. Slide number 56. I hope it is clear, making some sense. Okay. Okay. Now you just see Mooladhara. It is in Ayurveda. It is in Buddhism. It is in Hinduism. All these chakras, and it is all about basic trust, your creativity, your wisdom, your communication, your awareness, and your spiritualism. And you see each chakra has colors to it. So each chakra, these colors are of different, and the moment you get into deep meditation, you can visualize the functioning of chakras. You can just see yourself. People who have any type of issues, fear, phobias, relationship, if you balance these chakras, I'm pretty sure you can. But yes, please try and understand, people who have learned the Reiki, that is very different from these chakras. Reiki comes from top to bottom, and these chakras are from bottom to top. So I focus from bottom to top chakras. Rishuji, next slide. Now I'm going to share the Bij mantra. You can't write it down. The moment you write it down, the effect of these mantras goes down. So I'm just sharing it right now. Rishuji, please. Next slide. Pragati ji, next slide. I think 2 of them are operating. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah. So the very first thing is the Mooladhara chakra. The Mooladhara chakra is of this position. This is not Om. Please try and understand, this is not Om. This is Mooladhara. Now, when you talk about Om, I'll share the Om position, the finger position, and it has to be like deep. You have to just sit straight, and whenever you are sitting, even if folded legs, or if you are sitting like I'm sitting on a chair, you can just see you have to cross your legs. While sitting, you have to cross your legs, right? You have to cross your legs while sitting on a chair. If you are sitting in the office hours and you want to just focus on certain thing, you are completely disfocused. Just sit cross-legged. Base your leg should touch the earth, Mother Earth. Your hand should be straight like this. And for fraction of seconds, you have to say lam. That is lam. The other is vam. Swadhisthana chakra, when you talk about Swadhisthana chakra, 4 fingers down to your navel, and your position, the hand should be inward and it has to be like this. This. You can see, yes? It is not outward, it is inward, finger with this. Yes? This is the circle that is formed, and both the tips of the thumb should touch each other. The third is your Manipura chakra, which is this, not this, this. And it has to be upwards or straight. Never get into downward position like this way. Never tilted hand. It has to be the upward or straight in front. So that is Manipura chakra if you want to work upon your health issues. The fourth is the heart chakra. Heart chakra, that is Anahata. This has to be this. The thumb and the index finger should press this thumb. So this is Anahata chakra. Then comes the throat chakra. Throat one, you have to say hum. Anahata is the heart chakra, you have to say yum. So lam, vam, sam, hum, yum, hum. So hum has to come up like this way and this. Hum. So when you focus on this way, if you observe in Kaun Banega Crorepati, whenever Amitabh Bachchan says, either he sits with this portion. Every time his portion is this, most of the time. So he works upon his throat every time, each single moment, because when you are pressing, I showed you which gland is affected. So this is the portion this way, right? This is again hum. Then comes this, the concentration. It goes with om. Now om position we used to do like om, no. It has to be the fingers inside rather than this time inside. It has to be outside and it has to be this diamond shape. Yeah, is it clear? Diamond shape. And you have to recite om. So whenever next time you're doing, you have to do it like this. Om. 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 Agar aap ye cheez, if you are doing like this way, it will never impact your concentration portion. So om is this, right? And the last is Samhara chakra, that is here, that is ang. So this is this way, you put it inside, all the things outside, and this finger upside. So this, like a hookah, you take hookah, that's ang. So when you do the entire from down to up, and just based upon, yes, Dr. Alok, Dr. Mrs. Alok Sharma, anything you have to say, you can unmute your mic, please. Yeah, please. Nobody wants to say? Rishu sir, sorry, Pragati ji, just unmute the mics for a few seconds so that if anybody has any doubts, they can just ask.
Ma'am, we can't unmute anyone.
Okay, they have to unmute by themselves. So you all have to unmute the mic by yourself if you are interested to learn this portion. Or shall I move further? Because a lot of hands raising are there, but I'm unable to understand why hand raising is coming. Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
I wanted you to just show it with your fingers because the picture is not that very clear. We could hear you. Huh.
Yeah,
You
I'm
were
showing
not
it.
visible to us. You were
Is
not
it?
visible to us. Only the chart was visible to us.
How
You are not able.
come, ऋषु जी मेरे वीडियो तो चल रहा है, आपको दिख रही हूँ मैं? प्रगति जी,
प्रेजेंटेशन जब चल रही होगी तो सिर्फ प्रेजेंटेशन ही दिखेगी.
तो आप जरा प्रेजेंटेशन बंद कर देंगे?
No, ma'am, in a small box we are able to see you also.
But visibility is poor. We can't see you properly, the
So
fingers, because if you
yeah,
need to teach us.
Sure. I don't mind. Pragati ji, can you stop the presentation for a minute? I'll just show it to everyone. Pragati ji? Yeah. Can I? Am I visible? Am I visible? Hello?
You are visible only in a small box. We can't see you properly only in a small box. We can't.
How to go about, Pragati ji, how to do it, this portion?
We have to close the PPT.
Pragati ji, please close the PPT right now. Please close the PPT.
Very thankful to you for paying so much heed.
Absolutely. No, ma'am. Because
we were very keen to understand actually the very useful technique you were teaching.
Thank you so much. And it's my pleasure that you people are taking interest. So why not? It's all about spreading your, whatever little bit I have learned, I am ready to share it with the world. Right? So let's start.
Yeah.
Am I now visible?
Thank you, Margaret.
Am I now visible?
Yeah, you are visible. You're visible.
Yeah, sure. So the very first thing is your Mooladhara Chakra, जो आपके anus or vagina or for male glands, if you say, the center, the connecting nerve, that is called Mooladhara Chakra. Mooladhara Chakra is just these two. You say na, lovely. So these two hands in a straight position, legs always have to be crossed. If you have, anybody has sciatica problem or any leg injury, sit on the chair and then cross your legs, but legs should touch the ground, right? And the hands need to be straight, and you have to recite Lam, Lam. And wherever, see how you identify which chakra is weak, the moment you recite loudly, not inside your mind. Please make it at least for 3 months. You all have to practice it loudly. So the moment you say this chakra, when you call this chakra Lam, jahan par bhi, wherever you feel your voice is low or you are unable to, you will feel automatically, you will understand which chakra is not functioning good. That's a simple technique I have shared. Generally, people, all masters do not share. But since I'm coming from Juna Akhada, and for me, Holy Highness Avdeshanand Maharaj hand is there. So I'm ready to share all those things. So when I am talking about Lam, it has to be like this way. Whole, right? This is Lam position. The other is Vam. That is chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, that is 4 inches below your navel. And when you are, it is below your navel, 4 inches below your navel, you have to put your hands inward. External ye hota hai, upar se yahan pakde. Internal is like this way. And the thumb should join. Is it clear? Ma'am, is it audible? Is it visible? Just see.
Very much clear. Very much clear.
Right?
Thank you.
So 4 inches below your navel. Then comes 4 inches above your navel. That is your Manipura chakra or solar plexus, you call it in English. So British and Indian, all chakras are actually true. Everyone has proven. So this is just simple namaskar goes to straight namaskar. And 4 inches above your navel. And you have to recite, the first one was Lam, Vam, Sam, Sam. So the moment you say Sam, you will understand the vibration, what floats inside your body. The fourth is Anahata chakra, that is your heart chakra. And in front of heart chakra, this thumb is straight, the finger has to this mudra. This mudra. Is it clear? Thumb straight. Thumb ko modiyega nahi. Thumb straight and your index finger needs to press the tip of the thumb. Is it clear? Yes. So this
Perfect.
is heart chakra, anahata. And whenever you say for anahata chakra to make, automatically your hand should come on your heart and you have to narrate yum. Okay? Then comes your throat, Vishuddhi chakra. Vishuddhi. Throat is the major. See, any external thing goes from your throat only to your inside body. So it is very important to understand how does it flow. So for this, you have to again the in-house finger, rather than in-house, this time you have to open it. Open it and this. Manipura, Swadhisthana was incline and circle. This time it is open and this. Clear? It is touching outside, right?
Clear.
Then comes the third eye chakra or Anjana chakra. Anjana chakra is for Om. And this time when you will be going for the throat, you have to say hum. So I have to come up with, when I go for this type of meditation for others, I come up with a different mic altogether. The settings are altogether different. Then comes Om. This is when your entire fingers are inside. When your fingers are inside and only this diamond shape is there. When the fingers are inside and the diamond shape is there. Is it clear? Just see. Just see. I hope I'm visible. Yeah.
Yeah, visible.
Yeah.
Visible.
So this is Om. So whenever you say Om, one thing is Om is always on top because you are hitting from the root chakra to your Samahara chakra. So this is Om and this is the third eye when we talk about the chakra. So you have to say, and it has to be kept above your this neck towards your chin and in the mid of the two eyebrows. So Om, Om, Om. And the last one is your Sahasrara chakra, that is your touch point that goes to spirituality portion. You have to say Hong. It is H-O-N-G. Hong. Ang ki awaaz aaye. And that Hong should just deep inside it you should listen that Hong. So Hong is, you have to open your hands, club it together, and this finger, the little fingers to be risen above, and the thumb should be crossed. It should not be like this. It should be crossed, right? So this is the portion of Hong, Sahasrara chakra. Yeah, is it clear now? Any questions related to this? This has to be crossed always, and then you have to say Hong. So when you start practicing this particular technique, I am pretty sure I give you a guarantee of 100% you will never face stress, because this is actual deep meditation. Generally meditation, people say बैठ जाओ और किसी चीज पे ध्यान लगाओ. अरे बाबा ध्यान, how I'm going to pay attention because my entire attention is on my thoughts. But when I'm paying attention not on thoughts, I'm paying attention to my body and chakra. So my attention will not go here and there. It will be only onto my own self. Right. So this is one of the technique of meditation. The other is Anulom Vilom, which we do. But just to clarify others, you do it like this way. And I ask you, when it is about stress level, you have to handle. Use these 1, 2, and this finger, the 3 fingers. 1, 2, and 3 fingers. So when you do it, put one little finger, pinky finger on your left nose, this finger, Tarjini, on your center portion, the third eye, and the thumb on the other nose. Just try it. This, the 3 fingers. You don't have to use the middle finger and the index finger. Index finger is never good for Ayurveda. We say we only use the 3 fingers more of, or center finger, but never Tajni. I don't know, the nerves are there. So it is used for other purposes. So these 3 fingers you have to major control. And when you breathe from the left, you have to take your thumb out. And you have to keep pressing this point of middle, the forehead, the eyebrow center. And press the thumb and release the air from this little finger, needs to be up. And keep this pressing on. And then again take the swans from this. So if you do continue doing it at least 7 times a day, early morning, it will be very, very beneficial for you all. The third technique, which one is of course the journaling, the stress management diary, gratitude diary you can maintain. The third technique I told you about balancing your chakras, which you can later on consult with me on a separate forum altogether, which is a main module where we try to help the people out there, clients. And apart from that, the fourth and the lightest technique is PMR, Progressive Muscle Relaxation Technique. PMR is a technique, progressive muscle, it's a insta jo kehte na, insta glucose inside your body. So that technique I'm going to help you out. The technique says that all your muscles need to be relaxed the moment you are feeling and you are aware about your stress. So it is all about when you put your feet onto the ground. PMR is generally done when you're sitting on the chair. It is not done when you are on the floor. Floor meditation is the best. If you can't do it on chair, but just do it at least for every day. Give 15 minutes to yourself. You give 10 minutes for your shower or 5 minutes for your shower. Give 15 minutes for your brain, because this is the only thing that is active entire day, entire night. The day brain will sleep, you are declared as dead person. Believe me. You go to any doctor, you will be declared as a dead person. अब मुर्दा कहला दिए जाओगे. जो brain पूरे time आपके साथ रहता है, every time that functions with you, you don't pay attention to poor brain. You are paying attention to the eternal body. Yes, it is also required. Yes, I also love beauty, and all of us love being beautiful, presentable. But simultaneously, the brain needs to have hygiene. The chamber has to be cleaned every day. The chamber has to have blood circulation, proper hygienic blood circulation. So PMR is all about when you put your legs on the ground and you deep breathe in, just deep breathe in. So you have to, while inhaling, you have to stiff your muscles. You have to raise your legs a little up. Your legs are like this, touching the ground. Raise your ankle while breathing. Just raise your ankle. Deepen, inhale and exhale. So just touch the floor again. Inhale, exhale, touch the floor. Then from ankle, you have to inhale. While inhaling, you have to raise your calf muscles also while you are raising your toe. So it is another time. Inhale, calf muscles, stretch calf muscles up. You will have a little stretching feeling altogether. And exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then from calf muscle to your thigh muscle and buttocks. Both the things along with the lower ankle, calf, thigh and buttocks need to be, during inhale, you have to raise it, tighten your rectum portion, inhale it. And then when I say exhale, so release everything from your legs and thigh, and everything has to go down, right? So the pressure has to be inhaled. So inhale, the rectum has to be tightened, the calf muscles up, a little portion of your ankle has to be up, the calf has to be up, and exhale, release. Similarly, we'll come to the stomach, we'll come for the back, we'll come, everything has to be at the end, it has to be up, and then, but we have to do it step by step. So now we have done till thighs, lower abdomen, and back. So, along with the lower portion, lower body, what we have done inhaling, simultaneously, now you have to concentrate upon your tummy, lower abdomen, and the back, along with the thighs, calf, and ankle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now it is towards your heart, chest, back, and shoulders. So when you are inhaling, your ankle should be little up, your coccyx has to be raised up, your lower abdomen has to raise up, and your back has to be raised up with your shoulders raised up, right? Not head, only till shoulders. So inhale, deep breathe in, exhale.
Whether eyes are to be closed or open while
Yes,
doing
eyes
so?
are to be closed. We will be doing it at the last because right now people will be focusing on my physical portion also. So that's the reason I'm not given the eyes. So if you can concentrate only on my words, then it's good. You can close down your eyes, not an issue. That's a good thing. Because whenever you open your eyes and do any type of yoga, eyes are the major distraction. So it has to be closed, or you have that much of concentration that with open eyes, you can just focus on your body, right? So, okay. Now this time till this, now we are going to raise straight your hands like this. And this has to be like this when inhale. So this has to be a portion. Now I'm going to give you this. This has to be like this while inhale. An entire body. From lower, from your ankle to your calf, to your thigh muscle, to your rectum, anus, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, chest, shoulders, hands, and fingers up, right? Inhale. Hold for a few minutes, seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And put your hands down on your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Then comes your eyebrows. Now eyebrows, along with everything up, you have to raise your eyebrows also towards upside, right? So inhale from your ankle to your calf muscle, to thigh muscle, rectum, coccyx, lower abdomen, back, chest, upper abdomen, shoulders, hands, fingers, eyebrows, and exhale. Along with this, you have to do your pranayama, anulom vilom, whatever you say it, just breathing technique. Try to hold your breath for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds is very effective, and then release it. So whenever you are inhaling, try to hold it for 7 seconds. 7 counts. It's always good. And release it. And then you just see, and while doing this portion or Bija Mantra with your meditation, always do it with closed eyes. Do rub your hands, put the generated heat on your eyes, on your head, on your neck, on your front neck, and then to your heart, thanking the eternal world and your holiness, whosoever you want to thank, gratitude. Along with your body, be thankful that it is supporting you. So this is something from my end. it has been stretched a little longer because the meditation cannot be taught in few seconds. It takes time, but it takes a lot of practice. And this will help you to grow, succeed, and focus and stay calm and emotional balancing, and all toxication will move out. Any questions further are most welcome. Please go ahead. That's all from my end.
It was a very informative and interactive session for all of us. There are few questions which have been put in the chat box. I'll just read them out to you.
Yes, ma'am, please.
One is from Dr. Hirenmaya Nanda, SO National Institute of Law.
Yes, sir.
The question is, being a faculty, we mostly come across cases where we need to harmonize between the pressurizing parents and the so-called depressed students. How do we deal with that?
Sir, don't call it first the depressed student. Student is not depressed. It could be anxiety. What do you mean by depression? My first question comes, what do you mean by depression? Now, the relationship between a student, parent, and a teacher. Since I'm also a faculty out with Sharda University itself, yes, it is very, very critical stage where you have to handle the three portions altogether. The most important thing is try to check, try to listen to the feelings of the person and the thoughts. The words plays a very, very important role. Most of the time, what we try to listen is the complaint, and we try to give the complaint. As a teacher, as a mentor, we need to understand the very first portion, the words that plays an important role, and those words could be he is feeling so, he is thinking so. So the moment it comes to feeling, just understand that this person can be only treated with feeling portion only. If a person is into a cognitive mode, thinking pattern, you need to give him thoughts. But if you are handling the person who is having a thought into feeling, he will never gel in. People, thinking people go for thoughts, wisdom words, not with the feeling words. If you say, try and understand what I'm trying to say, he will never understand your language. So the language plays a very, very important role. All I could say, ma'am, if you can again repeat the question again, I would love to answer it much more deeper. Harpreet ma'am, can you just repeat?
How to harmonize the pressurizing parents and so-called depressed students? How to harmonize being a faculty?
So harmonizing, yes, harmonizing is already you are carrying the positive content, but simultaneously you need to check the words of parents. You need to be a very, very keen listener, and please stop using the word depressed patient. If it is depressed, please consult, allow him to consult to psychologist, then don't handle him. My sincere advice would be, it is not depressed, it is anxiety patient. Or if the parents are highly demanding, demand is more, so you need to show them the real face value of what exactly is good for the child. I think being a little honest and a little the way what they want to listen, try and give more attention on the words they are trying to speak. अगर इमोशनल वाले हैं तो उनको इमोशनल ही वर्ड्स यूज करिए. Yeah, next. I hope it is satisfying your query, sir. Yeah. Why can't I see the chat box, ma'am? Harpreet ma'am. I don't have that rights to see the chat box and start responding. Because I'm a kinesthetic person, so I just want to see the chat boxes. Any other questions, please?
There's one by Satyabati Ghosh.
Yeah, ma'am.
The question is, I think this question was put to you when you were talking about belief.
Okay.
So I think it is in that context, if I'm not wrong. The question is then why Guwahati High Court declared husband refuse marriage if his wife refuses to wear sankha and sindoor. So there was a recent judgment.
Okay.
the Guwahati High Court declared or awarded husband with the decree of divorce because the wife was refusing to wear sindoor.
Again,
So,
ma'am, that's a belief pattern what the court is following. I said, na, you cannot, if I start saying, where is your God? So, another marriage, if you consider, marriage is again, it's a part of the ritual, it's a relationship model. It's, there is, the contract is written, there's no contract written that you will not go with polygamy, and people still do. Monogamy and polygamy exist, and at that point of time, but now it has not been appreciated. In past it was appreciated. So we cannot come up to these things. What I'm talking about, the belief that is helping you to grow. This session is more towards your own self. Now, if you think, and I clearly specifically mention any belief that is helping you to grow. If, for example, this lady wanted to move out of the relationship, or the male wanted because he was not, probably there could be many other reasons. I hope my portion to you is clear. Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
There's one question Hilal Ahmed Najar wants to ask orally. So if you can unmute yourself, please put a question forward to ma'am.
Okay. I need to unmute. Bilal. Yeah. Okay. Bilal ji, most welcome. I couldn't get him, ma'am. Next. Anybody else? Oh, somebody is asking for the feedback. No, I don't. I'm not the one who is authorized to give the feedback.
There's another question by Miss Sadaf Fahima.
Yeah.
Students do come and share their experiences that because of exams they are facing anxiety.
Right.
So I think she was able to write only this much. So something related to anxiety when they face it during examination, probably that's what she's asking.
So, ma'am, I'll ask you, help them to visualize, help them to concentrate on the stronger areas rather than the lighter areas, and help them to visualization technique helps a lot. Ask them to just close their eyes, help them to visualize that how small or how big their anxiety is in terms of the paper. If I ask you about a particular subject, for example, if I ask you, your forte could be more towards criminal law, and if I ask you any other law, I'm not a law person, so yeah, but still, if I ask you about jurisprudence, so if that is the weaker portion, I ask you to close your eyes and compare how big size of criminal law is in your heart and how big the size of jurisprudence is in your heart. How weight it is, whether it is more weight, it is having more weight, or it is having less weight. So the moment you start and try him to reduce it a little, just say if you can cut off and if you can come up to a extent that where you can, how you can start. So again, help him to set his goals and help him to work on his goals right now, because whenever the examination comes, they come with a lot of anxiety. And yes, many cases come to me, being a Shada as a chief counselor, yes, it comes to me quite often, and they are relaxed. Help them to visualize, help them to meditate for some seconds, friction of seconds, and see they are able to recover. I hope I'm able to come up with your portion of thought. How to deal with anxiety and stay calm. Sadafji, I have shared the techniques if you have heard. What is that in human that stops variety to get a priority status? Because human being doesn't want to, ma'am, Pallavi ma'am, doesn't want to come out of comfort zone, and a set pattern is there. The moment human being, rather than variety, they look for external varieties. If you go, nowadays, it's not only limited to ladies or even it with gents. If it is a physical portion, if it is a shirt, if it is a trouser, if it is a jhumka, People loves to see varieties. You try to match, you try to see the art inside that small piece of 50 rupees, but you don't want to change yourself that cost worth in millions and billions. So that is because it's all about because nobody wants to change and wants to stay in your comfort zone. Okay, thank you, Shubham ji. Okay, I'm able to see, ma'am. Do you feel stressed out while doing your PhD on stress? Absolutely, Archana ji. Certainly, and tomorrow I have DRC, so try and understand the stress level. Yes, it goes, and I play around with my puppy, with my kids, and sometimes my words. So this is a stress-free session for me, where I was able to concentrate more deeper inside my Anjana chakra. And I was just trying to, while you were talking to you guys, I was also practicing meditation. Okay. Ma'am, share the PPT to everyone. This thing we need to check. Ma'am, how to handle stress level when we have couple of things to do at the same time. That is all about, ma'am, your time management portion. Try and follow Stephen Covey model of time management matrix: importance, non-important, urgent, and non-urgent. So that's another session. If allowed, I'll be able to help you guys out and to create a goal setting and prioritization your schedule, and prioritizing your schedule or scheduling your priority. That's a different session which I take as a part of FDPs, so, or digital sellable model. So it will be very difficult for me to explain you right now. But you can follow it on YouTube. It is available everywhere. Time Management Matrix by Stephen Covey, and that is urgent, important metrics. You can just write down urgent and important metrics. Yeah, you might be needing somebody to assist you, because समझना अलग चीज होता है, प्रैक्टिस बिना गाइड के मुश्किल हो जाता है, आते हुए भी हम गलत कर जाते हैं. Yeah. Okay, and sharing your own personal experience. Okay. Nexus between karma and stress. Dr. Dheeraj Bhushan, again, you have come up to a very, very deep portion. Sir, karmas are, there are again different type of karmas you must be aware of. And one karma is, yeah, ma'am? Hello? Hello? Yeah. So, Dheeraj ji, if I talk about the karmas, if you have gone through the different, there are 4 type of karmas. I'm not able to give you the exact words because those are little Sanskrit words. It's getting out from my mind. Priyadarshini ji, can you just put yourself on mute, please? I request. So those karmas, one is ancient past karmas, and Kundalini, we believe on karmas. So yes, karma does plays a very important role, which is carried out, but you can cleansify your karmas through chakra pattern. Yeah, we do. That is through meditation, that whatever has happened in past is past, but I have to work off my future and cleansify your chakras. So chakra cleansification, yes, helps to clear your karmas. Madam, do we have hands in position at the place while doing meditation in chakras? It will come automatically, Dr. Alok Sharma, Mrs. Alok Sharma, it will come automatically once you start practicing meditation. Okay, thank you, Shweta ma'am. Also, we can start directly meditating from Om Chakra. Yeah, absolutely. But see, from Om, from this neck, we say from Anjana you should start. Sorry, from this heart chakra you must start, because it is above. And below heart is your Manipura, Swadhisthana, Mooladhara is lower. So if you want to start, don't start from Om. It has to be from your heart, deep from your heart to your Om. Om is about concentration. So when you are sitting in the meeting and you need to focus, so it's good style of concentrating. Yeah. I always do delay my work till last moment. Oh, ma'am, that's again a time management question. it will take long time for me to balance out time management because we are running short of time. You can go through time management matrix model. Got the 2 forms. Okay, that's not my area. Okay.
Ma'am, you have covered almost all the questions, and you can look at the chat box. It's filled with compliments for you. It was a very informative session. It was very interactive session, and we are very thankful to you to have been sparing time for this particular session. And thank you to all the participants also for being such a patient listener. Thank you, ma'am, once again.
Absolutely. Thank you. And my sincere thanks to Dr. Kulshrestha and Huma ma'am for coordinating. And thank you, Harpreet ma'am, for taking. And certainly my deep core thanks to Pragati and Richuji for coordinating with every slide. So yes, thank you so much to all of you being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a nice day. God bless.
You too, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, bless.